Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about something that can be a total game changer for anyone dealing with low vision. We're going to shed some light, literally, on how a few simple tweaks to your home's lighting can make a massive difference. You'd be surprised how powerful this is, and it's way easier than you might think.
It so often starts with a moment just like this, pure frustration. This quote is from a woman named Sarah, but honestly, her story is one that so many people can relate to. Whether it's trying to read the mail, a good book, or the tiny print on a medicine bottle, that feeling when familiar words just dissolve into a blur, it's a really tough challenge. Here's the turning point in Sarah's story. Her daughter didn't go out and get her stronger glasses. Nope. She just brought over a simple desk lamp and aimed it right at the page. And just like that, the gray blur sharpened into crisp black letters. See, it's so easy to think our vision is the only problem, when a lot of the time, the real culprit is our environment.
Okay, so let's dive into this. We're going to break down 4 really basic principles that can totally transform your ability to see clearly at home. We'll kick things off with the magic of task lighting, then we'll cover a simple physics trick I call the closer is better rule, we'll learn how to defeat glare, and finally, we'll help you find the perfect light bulb for you. All right, first up, and this is probably the most important concept of all, task lighting. This is all about a huge shift in how we think about light. We need to stop trying to light up an entire room and instead start focusing a bright, clean light exactly where we need it for a specific job. The problem is most of our homes are just set up to fail when it comes to focused vision. The ceiling lights, what we call ambience lighting, they're made to light up the whole room. But when they do that, they cast shadows, and often it's your own head or hands casting a shadow right on the very thing you're trying to see. And this is where task lighting comes in and completely saves the day. Just picture a flexible gooseneck lamp. Its one and only job is to put a concentrated beam of light right onto your book or your crossword puzzle or the vegetables you're chopping. The key is the light is on the task, not shining in your eyes, and that makes all the difference in the world. Let's look at a simple little physics trick to make that light even more powerful. It's all based on something called the inverse square law. I know, it sounds super technical, right? But forget the fancy name. All you need to remember is this. The distance between your lamp and what you're looking at has a dramatic effect on its brightness. So just imagine your lamp is, say, 2 feet away from your book. Now, just by moving it closer, cutting that distance right in half to only 1 foot away, the light on your page becomes 4 times brighter. Not double, but 4 times the light. You didn't even have to change the bulb. This one simple adjustment can be more powerful than running to the store and buying the strongest light bulb you can find.
Now, as we start adding all this bright, focused light, we can actually create a brand new problem, one that makes seeing harder. So this brings us to our third principle, taming glare, which really is the hidden enemy of clear vision.
You know exactly what glare is. It's that frustrating, blindingly bright reflection you get off a shiny magazine page or even a glossy countertop. What it does is it just washes out all the contrast, making it almost impossible to see details. And man, it can cause some serious eye strain. Thankfully, the solution here is just simple geometry. You just have to position your light correctly. So place the lamp to the side of what you're doing. If you have a stronger eye, put it on that side. And make sure the bulb itself is below your eye level. This way, the light hits the page and bounces away from your face, not straight into it. So you've done it. You've got your light focused, it's nice and close to your task, and you've gotten rid of the glare. The very last piece of the puzzle is making sure you're using the right kind of light for your eyes. Because trust me, not all light bulbs are created equal.
Vision is just so incredibly personal. Some people find that the yellowish, kind of cozy tone of a warm light feels way more comfortable. But for other people, the crisp bluish-white tone of a cool or daylight bulb makes black text on a white page just pop with way more contrast. Really, the only way to know what's best for you is to try them both out.
So let's do a quick breakdown of the main types you'll see. LEDs, they're the modern standard. They're super efficient, they produce very little heat, and you can get them in all kinds of warm and cool tones. Incandescent and halogen bulbs, they actually offer excellent contrast, but, and this is a big one, they get really hot, which can be a safety issue if your lamp is close. Then there are fluorescents, which you don't see as much for task lighting anymore, because they can sometimes flicker and the contrast isn't always as sharp. So let's recap everything. This is your new lighting toolkit. Number 1, use dedicated task lighting for whatever you're doing. 2,
Remember that magic trick. Move the light closer to get 4 times the brightness. 3. Position that light to the side and below eye level to absolutely kill the glare. And number 4, experiment. Find out if you're a warm light or a cool light person. Now, if you're just looking for one simple, practical starting point that combines everything we've talked about, this is it. An adjustable gooseneck lamp with an LED bulb. It gives you all the flexibility to get light in close and control the glare, and you get all that without the crazy high heat of an older bulb. It's really the safest and most versatile option out there. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought. Whether this is for you or for someone you care about, just think of one daily task that's become a struggle. Now, imagine that task with bright, clear, focused light. It's pretty amazing to think about how one simple lamp could bring that activity and maybe a little bit of joy right back into focus.